The future of leadership isn't about working harder, it's about thinking smarter, with AI as your strategist, analyst, and thought partner. This fall, join the AI Ready Leader Masterclass series, a 3-session experience designed to help you lead faster, clearer, and with more impact than ever before. Seats are limited to 10 leaders, and early bird ends August 30th. Claim your spot today at lmichellesmith.com. It's the AI Ready Leader Masterclass series. Lead with transformation. Welcome to Her Next Power Move, the podcast that helps high-performing leaders navigate their career ascension with clarity and confidence. Every other week, I come to you personally, just you and me, and discuss the issues and trends in leadership that may be keeping you stuck and what you can do to make that power move forward. I'm your executive producer and host, L. Michelle Smith, and for those who don't know, I'm a best-selling leadership author and expert, Fortune 100 C-suite advisor, and ICF certified executive and personal coach that inspires leadership at the apex of applied neuroscience and positive psychology and culture. This podcast originates from my Substack by the same name, Her Next Power Move. This is your opportunity to listen, but most importantly, think and strategize about how you will move your leadership aspirations and your life forward, especially in the current business and cultural context. Get your journals and pens ready. Every episode, we start with a topic and we end with a powerful question. Take your time and answer that question honestly and with as much detail and specificity as possible, because our goal each episode is a breakthrough. It's a powerful 10 minutes of your time well spent. You open your laptop, 10 new emails, Slack buzzing, your phone lights up, your calendar is full, and somehow the day has barely started. Sound familiar? Today, we're talking about a reality almost every leader is facing: digital overload. How constant connectivity is eroding focus, productivity, and even your decision-making ability, and what you can do to take back control. We live in a hyperconnected world. Technology promises speed, convenience, and access. But it also fragments attention, stresses the brain, and reduces the quality of our thinking. Studies show that frequent task switching, checking emails, messages, and notifications can lower productivity by up to 40%. And that's according to the American Psychological Association. Even more alarming, neuroscience research tells us that repeated interruptions strengthen the brain's default toward shallow focus, making it harder to engage deeply with complex problems. Here's the real challenge for leaders. You don't just need to get things done. You need to think strategically, make high-stakes decisions, and model presence for your team. But if your brain is constantly pinged with distractions, your leadership is at risk. So what does a digital detox look like for leaders? Here are 4 ways. 1. Audit your inputs. Know exactly where your attention is going. Whether it's emails, Slack, meetings, LinkedIn, reporting, Dashboards. Get control of those notifications. Number 2, block time for deep work. Schedule focused, uninterrupted periods to tackle critical thinking and decision making. Turn those notifications off. Number 3, batch communications. Set specific times for checking messages instead of constant monitoring. Those of us who are serious about this, check 2, maybe 3 times a day. Those of us who are prioritization beasts, we only check once. Number 4, mindful transitions. Before responding to notifications, take a deep breath and ask, is this urgent or can it wait? In fact, prioritize the important over the urgent. Neuroscience backs this approach. When we allow ourselves uninterrupted focus, the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for reasoning, planning, and problem solving, stays active. This leads to better decisions, increased creativity, and stronger leadership presence. Here's some micro practices for you today. Implement a no notifications policy for at least 1 hour a day. I like to turn mine off all the time. And check when I plan to check. End each day with a reflection. Which task pulled you away from your most strategic work? And finally, create a mini digital Sabbath. Over the weekend, no emails, no Slack, no work apps for at least a few hours, maybe even all day. This will rewire your brain over time if you do it enough. Now, here's your powerful thought for the day. Leadership isn't just what you do when you're on. It's also what you protect when you step away. Your focus, your clarity, and your capacity to lead without the noise of constant interruptions. Here's your powerful question for the day. Where could you reclaim focus this week? And what would you accomplish if your attention wasn't constantly being hijacked? If you want to practice reclaiming focus in community, I invite you to join my online leadership growth group. It's called The Circle. Inside, you'll find monthly group coaching with me, leadership tools rooted in neuroscience and positive psychology, journal prompts weekly in our online community, and a group of high-performing leaders prioritizing impact without burnout. You can learn more and sign up at lmichellesmith.com. The Circle. Want me to speak, sign books, or host a workshop at your organization? Submit a request at lmichellesmith.com/speaking. Have you signed up for my Flight Path newsletter? It's weekly and it shows up in your inbox each Monday. It's your clear, guided journey to success. To subscribe, go to soaracademy.nsccoaching.co/subscribe. But the conversation doesn't end here. Let's chat about it. Join the chat at Her Next Power Move or add your comments below. Remember, paid subscribers get to hear it first, and you have access to me immediately. That means if you haven't subscribed, it's time for you to go to lmichellesmith.substack.com. You can follow and connect with me on LinkedIn, Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, or Facebook. Shout out to my executive assistant, Carmen Gamble, and to my audio-visual engineer, Andy Baeza. I'll see you online. Right now, more than ever, leaders need support that actually shifts behavior. They need insight that clarifies what's working and what's not. And they need intelligence that moves people forward, not just around in circles. Because the truth is, most leadership problems aren't about strategy. They're about people, communication, culture, alignment. And if you're navigating a turnaround, managing change, or rebuilding trust after disruption, those cracks get deeper, faster. That's where I come in. Together, we start by asking the right questions. Then we uncover the patterns, how your leaders show up, how your team connects, and where energy is getting lost. And from there, we build clarity, accountability, and traction. Because when you understand how people lead, how they respond to pressure, and how they can better connect, everything else improves. Performance, collaboration, culture, results. This is the kind of insight that transforms leadership and organizations and accelerates impact. It's called Soar Discern IQ, and it's now powered with AI intelligence. Let's talk about what it could unlock for you. Reach out at 469-523-1453.